Good Monday to you, meteorologist Travis Klineski here. As we start things off, we've had a couple of isolated showers this morning. Most of those have actually been in northeast Nebraska, so Futurecast not doing too good of a job with pinpointing where those are as it's trying to put that in southeast Nebraska. That said, I mean, there's a small chance for the next couple of hours southeast Nebraska might get a couple of isolated showers and weak thunderstorms. The big story of the day today is a continuation of what we saw yesterday. Very strong winds out of the south, pumping in warm air into the area. We're looking at temperatures mostly in the 80s today. I would not even rule out 90 degrees close to our front down towards the McCook area. And you can tell where our front is. If you know where your geography in Nebraska, go from O'Neill to Broken Bow to just west of McCook there. That's about where our cold front will be later on in the day. So strong southerly winds out ahead of it, cooler air behind it, and the winds won't be as strong. But late in the afternoon and more so this evening, showers and thunderstorms are going to try to develop along that front and also along a dry line that's extending down into Kansas from south central Nebraska. Initially, there is a little bit of an isolated tornado threat. I don't think there's a big tornado threat today, though. This will mostly be about wind and hail with these storms that develop later today. But severe weather is a possibility this evening. And there's 10 o'clock here as we see. Now, the one thing I'll mention is the chance of storms gets better the farther north you go. We'll keep the chances going through about midnight. And then after midnight, our severe weather threat should start to drop off and more just showers and isolated thunderstorms out there. As we get into tomorrow, that front's a little closer to the Tri-Cities area. And you can see that counterclockwise rotation just northeast of McCook. That's our low pressure system. There'll be a warm front extended to the east from that along or just north of I-80. And then to the southwest of that, a cold front that'll be extended southwestward. So we could still see strong winds tomorrow during the day in the south central to southeast parts of Nebraska and northern portions of Kansas. Behind that, a lighter wind more out of a northerly direction and cooler air north of that boundary. And so wherever that boundary ends up being will have a big impact on what exactly your temperatures will be tomorrow. There's going to be a wide range in temps tomorrow, which I'll show you in just a bit. But in the afternoon, by about 3 or 4 o'clock, there's potential storms could develop, and I would say especially right around wherever that spin is, that low pressure system, which could be very close to the Tri-Cities tomorrow. You can kind of see it near or just northwest of Grand Island there. And that's going to be kind of a focal point because if storms, and this is a big if storms can develop, severe weather is certainly a possibility. In fact, it's a better chance we would see severe weather if it does develop tomorrow. And we'll keep that chance going into the late afternoon and into the evening hours. And we're certainly going to have to watch parts of central into eastern Nebraska, south central, southeast Nebraska, northern portions of Kansas tomorrow afternoon. There's a little more of a tornado threat tomorrow, including maybe the potential for some severe or some stronger tornadoes. There's also a wind and hail threat as well. And we'll keep the severe weather threat going into the night, although later in the night the chances will go down a bit. But you can see that chance still continues, especially in southeast portions of Nebraska. By Wednesday, that front is pretty far southeast, and so most of the severe weather threat will be for the far southeast parts of the area. All right, let's look at the severe weather threat. This is according to the Storm Prediction Center the next couple of days here. We have that severe weather threat north and west of the Tri-Cities and near the Tri-Cities, again, mostly for wind and hail. The tornado threat's a little bit lower here today and tonight, I should say, this evening. It's mostly for large hail up to an inch or greater and 60+ mile per hour wind gusts. Then tomorrow's threat, there is an enhanced risk east and south of the Tri-Cities. And again, there's a little more of a tornado threat with this threat. That threat shifts more towards the far southeast as we get into our Wednesday. Today's temperatures out there will be climbing into the 80s, well into the 80s, and maybe even some upper 80s out there. Notice the cooler weather to the northwest of that front. That front continues to advance southeastward tonight, and then tomorrow, it's all about that front again. Sorry, my numbers aren't advancing there, but tomorrow, a wide range in temperatures expected here. We can see there is potential for 80s in the Tri-Cities. I'm forecasting lower 70s. Some models have cooler 60s tomorrow. It all depends on where exactly that front is. It would make a huge difference in our temperatures for tomorrow and into tomorrow night, and then we'll continue to see that cooler air work its way in by Wednesday. All right, I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to have to fly through the 7-day forecast here. But again, severe weather threat more today or tonight, and then again tomorrow. Not as much of a severe weather threat around the Tri-Cities Wednesday or Thursday, although a few showers could still be around, maybe some isolated thunderstorms as that cooler air works in. Friday looking dry. Saturday only a small chance of rain and thunderstorms as we see high temperatures mostly in the lower 70s. And Al Roker's up, so I gotta go. Hope you all have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye.